I didn't start sailing around the world just so I could work on my boat all the goddamn time.
And don't send the cops to our boat.
We broke up 3 times. So it's gonna be a single-handed channel next week, but at least I'll have some people.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to Sailing GBU. Today we're getting off the boat. It's been raining every day, but we've been sick of just staying inside. And we're getting off and we're gonna have some fun.
Yeah, weather's getting buck wild out here, so we gotta run it. We gotta shoot the gauntlet.
Shoot the gauntlet.
We gotta shoot it.
We're sailing good, bad, and ugly. 3 years ago, we bought our boat off Craigslist for $5,000. I'm Kristen, and this is Matt. We are known to break the rules and do things a little less traditional. Hit subscribe to join the adventure. Thanks to our patrons for keeping us going.
Alright, so we're here at the bike rack. We're about to jump on our bike to head into town. Thank you so much, Kiki. He let us borrow this bike. He really helped us out. Town isn't too far, but it's a little bit far to walk, but it's close enough to go. They got some bomb restaurants. We're gonna go have some lunch today, so you're gonna get to see how we have our solution to one bike and 2 butts.
Alright guys, so you ran into me. Alright guys, so we made it to Mojitos. If you've never heard of Mojitos, I know I haven't until I got to Puerto Rico. It's probably one of my favorite restaurants that I've eaten at. I do like the cultural food every once in a while, but this mixes with a back at home Chili's, would you say?
Yeah, it's like a better Chili's. It's like Chili's but better. I know, hard to imagine because Chili's is already so great. For the chili fans out there, you know, don't at me. But yeah, it's a great place to eat. And it's got AC, which is a big plus because as you can see I'm sweating. If you know a good joke in the comments below, tell me what I'm sweating like. You know.
What do you mean?
You know, like.
Give me an example.
Like, you know,
Sweating like a pig?
Yeah, sweating like a pig, or sweating like something in church. Or, you know, sweating like a redheaded stepchild. I don't think that's what they say.
I don't think that's appropriate, but
maybe they're sweaty, I don't know.
We're gonna get in there, we're gonna eat some food, and I'm having a mojito, and you ain't stopping me.
Mojito, check it out. Alright, so story time with old Uncle Matty. Medalla, which is like the beer of Puerto Rico. I guess medalla means metal, and like as you can see it's gold, like the gold medal, because it's like the best, the #1 beer. It's the gold standard for beer in Puerto Rico. Now, to my Boricuans out there, if that's the right thing to say, to my Puerto Rican natives, is that true or is that false? Tell me a little something about medalla.
We're done eating. I might have lipstick all over my face from my mask, but we grabbed some beer and we're gonna try to go fishing when we get back home. So let's get home, and the mosquitoes are probably gonna eat us alive, but we'll just spray it on down.
Spray it on down. That's if we get home.
We're getting home. All right, guys, if you're planning on living in an outdoor atmosphere, you're gonna need bug spray. And the trick I learned is I hate putting weird stuff on my skin. So you gotta wear long sleeves representing my Puerto Rico shirt, and I'm gonna spray myself down because the mosquitoes come around 6 pretty much every night.
Yeah, and when they come hard.
Get out of here.
So one of my favorite things about living on a boat is when you get a little downtime, you just fish right off the side of your boat. There's giant monsters swimming by here every day, and if you got to move your boat from one anchor to the other, you just hook one of these bad boys and just towboat yourself right over.
That's not how it works.
That's how you pinch the pennies, boys. Or chum them up with a little bit of comida del gato, or as us gringos call it, cat food.
You really think that's gonna work?
I think so.
Alright guys, so we had fun fishing last night, but we caught nada. Guys, we made it into the cut of the mangroves. The water looks beautiful as always. And what are we gonna do, Matt? We're just gonna go snorkel and check things out?
Well, we're gonna go snorkel because my back hurts from riding you around on the bike yesterday, and I need to get in some cold water and relieve some of my back strain. But yeah, I mean, this week we've been busting our butts lately. This week, this month, this whole hurricane season, just ripping those projects. And I didn't start sailing around the world just so I could work on my boat all the goddamn time. I want to get in the water and I want to have some fun. I want to enjoy this lifestyle a little bit, and I want to enjoy it with my beautiful wife.
So let's jump in. Let's hope for some cool things. Turtles.
Yeah, but also say you want to enjoy it with your handsome husband.
I want to enjoy it with my handsome, not husband.
Oh.
I ain't got no ring.
And no ring on it. Should I put a ring on it, guys? In the comments below.
Wow, this video really took a turn. We're just going snorkeling, guys.
Marry, don't marry. What should I do? All right, guys. Here we go.
We've got a perfect storm. We don't care about the second wind or something else to take form. where to aim, and still learning all the ways to love. But forget it just the same, with only ourselves to blame. Oh, we stay together, we sail to the moon, and sometimes too close to the wind. We hold on to nothing, 'cause we got a perfect storm. At the start or at the end, is it really worth knowing the answer to? It is not what we demand. There's no answer written in the sand.
Alright guys, so we're back at the boat. It's a new day. And we decided to recycle our ripped up bimini. If you didn't know, it ripped up in a storm. It's old. We bought it with the boat and we hate this thing. But we thought of a great idea to sew it back together and make a shade cover for our front boom. Hopefully it'll come out good, and I'm just going to quickly sew this up. Hopefully it's quick and we're going to get out there and see if it works. Old bimini, and it's kind of junky and it kind of has some weird spots. I sewed it back together. It looks like a hot mess, but it's gonna do the job, and we're not gonna waste all of this thick canvas.
So I'm hyped with this shader. I'm gonna call this a 10 out of 10.
Really? That's really generous.
Kristen already said that her knees were cold just from the shade of this thing. I feel like I got a nice chill zone under there. I'm about to be under there with a nice icy cold drink, and that brings me a nice segue to the next part of what we're doing. Spoiler alert, Puerto Rican moonshine.
We got our hands on some maybe legal, maybe illegal Pitorro.
Pitorro.
Pitorro. I don't know why I have to say it like that. Anyways, Pitorro, which is Puerto Rican moonshine. So we have this delicious, I think it's a passion fruit or pacha. But I think it's pretty much a passion fruit. We're gonna chop it up, we're gonna put it in here, and we're gonna try it. Our friend F, we'll say F because we don't know if this is illegal and we don't wanna get him in trouble with the police. But he waxed it shut. So really, this could probably kill us, but you know, we trust our friends out there. So let's cut it up and see what it looks like. I don't know what I'm supposed to taste, so I'm gonna try to taste one of these seedlings. It's really sour. Maybe I'm not supposed to eat it.
I'll try some. And I think you just cut this up and put it in the Pitorro, and that's where the flavor comes from. All right, guys, so we tried to do some research. We don't know. We don't know whether it's the peel that goes in the Pitorro or the pulp and the goo. So just from our own tastings.
And we argued about it.
We've been back and forth.
I said pulp, and I tried to Google it, and he said the rind.
We broke up 3 times. It's going to be a single-handed channel next week, but at least I'll have some Pitorro with me. So I tasted this. Not really a great flavor. A little stale, a little chalky. This is extremely sour, but I think with the coconut Pitorro, It's gonna have like a sweet and sour, and I think it's gonna be really nice. So I'm
Yeah,
just
it's
gonna
a
get the pulp in
coconut
there.
flavor, right?
Right. But we're gringos, so we don't really know. If you're Puerto Rican, you live here, if you're from the Caribbean and you know how to make Pitorro the right way, let us know whether it was supposed to be the rind or whether it was supposed to be the pulp. Let us know in the comments below and say, hey, this is what you guys did right, this is what you did wrong. So I'm gonna get this in here now.
Alright guys, so we're in our chill zone. We have our moonshine. I drained out some, what's so funny?
It's just a funny thing to say when you're sailing around the world. Like, all right, we're in our
Oh
chill
no,
zone.
you made me spill some of my Pitorro!
Ay, Dios mío. Ay, Dios mío.
Anyways, I swear I haven't had a Pitorro yet. A Pitorro.
I decided to have mine right out of the husk because I'm a natural man.
Yeah, and I drained out the seeds of mine, so let's see how it goes. I think you probably would want it to sit longer than we did, but you know what? We're anxious and we want to tell you guys how good it is. So here we go.
Cheers.
It's actually really good. Strong though,
Yeah.
but it's good. Like the flavor of the passion fruit pancha or whatever you call it
Parcha.
really seeped in well for only letting it sit for like half an hour.
Yeah, it's pretty potent, and it's like a smooth burn. It's not a hard burn of like if you've ever had, well, if you've ever had moonshine, I guess. Like and the moonshine I've had in the States is like drinking gasoline or something. It just really burns
Yeah,
right
I don't
away.
think I've ever really had real moonshine.
This is like a slower burn, very flavorful, kind of like a candy. And our friend brought it to us, said, you know what, let me show these gringos a little different side of the Puerto Rican island here, and he brought us some Pitorro. It was pretty great. And that's what I love about traveling, meeting some new people, different cultures. And then the more you travel, the more you see the differences of cultures. You see, at least I think in my experience, that cultures are very much the same, because like if someone were to come on a boat to, let's say, I don't know, Florida, Kentucky, anywhere in the South that I've lived, we'd give them some moonshine too. We'd say, oh, you're from Norway, you took a boat here, check this out, I got something for you. We call this moonshine here, and they would drink it up and they'd be all jacked up Norwegians. So,
Yeah, we all got something to share. It's all just a little bit different.
yep, it's all a little different, a little bit the same. But Pitorro has a really rich history, so if you want to look it up, it's actually pretty interesting. They use all sorts of different fruits, and then they even use meat, like pork, I believe. Yeah, they put some pork in there too. So if you want to look it up, if you're interested in it, look it up. It was pretty good. This was good. I'm not too hyped on the meat one yet.
And don't send the cops to our boat. We don't know if it's legal or
We don't
illegal. We don't know.
We don't know. It's kind of laid back. I
But
feel
it
like
seems pretty smooth where I feel like this really couldn't be illegal.
you never know.
But we'll let him message back.
All right, guys. Hope you liked this episode. Pitorro. What else did we do?
We did snorkeling. We tried to get breaks
Oh,
from our
snorkeling.
projects. We did do one project, but
There are no breaks. I
Yeah.
feel like we
there's no breaks. And then when you do have breaks,
stuff breaks, and then you have new projects. But yeah, we hope you liked the video. If you did like the video, give it a thumbs up. Like, subscribe, comment, all that good
hit
stuff.
the bell button. You don't want to miss our video.
Yeah, a lot of people have been messaging us saying that they have to go search for our videos. They were like, oh, did you guys post this week, blah, blah, blah. So there's been, I don't know if YouTube does it. I don't know if we do it. Who knows? I might have said butt cheek in the very beginning of the episode, and YouTube said, spam, we don't talk about butt cheeks out here. So if you hit the bell button, I think it does like extra following or something. I don't
Yeah,
know.
it hits you up on your phone, notifies you, says, hey, GBU posted.
Yeah, so if you like the videos, hit that. If you don't like the videos, just ignore it. And but even if you don't like it, at least tell me in the comments you don't like it. Say, yeah, I ignored it. No bell button here.
I don't want the negativity.
Yeah, but you could say, save by the bell. Save by the bell button.
Alright guys, see you next week.